And yes, we are live. At the end, or our last session, the party was in the Temple of the Sun and Moon, where they encountered many puzzles that they had to overcome. They had just completed what appeared to be the last puzzle when we ended the last session. So we're going to bring the party to the temple. And we will let you begin and go as you see fit. So it's on you guys.
Yeah. So we see the four lit up things here. If it's not lit on the screen, but whatever. So has anything happened because he lit them up, or anything noticeable? Or?
They are all lit because you solved the 4 puzzles that caused them to light. When you were doing the last puzzle is when, so about halfway through, the platform changed. I'm going to just, if you step back one, Crom, the platform shifted. And just a reminder, you guys ended up having a battle at the end of the room.
Yep.
And then you guys solved, so about halfway through, when you got 2 of them lit, the path, it shifted. And then when you got the remaining 2 lit,
I just went back.
It shifted back.
Okay.
And that's the state that we are in here.
Yep.
You did make it through all 4 of it. You made it into all 4 of the side rooms that were in the main temple area, as well as that weird passageway that's there.
Okay. So the line all of 4 symbols just of a match on again.
Koraga's just gonna step on one of these circles, see what happens.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen when you just step on one. Alani's going to go step on one with you guys.
Tyra is probably, I'd say Tyra's probably just going to be watching for now, not entirely trusting whatever this is, because she knows the temple's been corrupted.
And
shift to ignore corner squares.
Okay.
It's always a different button on different VTTs.
Kiernan is in the same issue with you, Tyra. Seems odd that with the skeletons and the necromancer that was there doesn't feel right. Looks like something is wrong there.
Yeah, I'd say Tyra definitely has her sword drawn, just ready for something to go horribly wrong.
Alani goes, well, maybe we should report this back to the camp. Unless you guys think there's anything else here.
Well, this is the sort of thing we were sent out here to find, so makes sense to me.
Before leaving, Korag is going to turn on all the braziers.
Okay.
I don't know if you need me to do that. It's just for flavor reasons. I don't assume it'll do anything.
Got that?
I just realized we've not gone down this hallway yet.
Which one?
I believe that's the entrance.
Oh, that's the entrance.
Yes. Entrance.
That's the way you came in. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if there's nothing, if there's nothing else to do here, we should probably leave.
Yep. let someone else figure out who is space up.
Yeah, Korag is gonna run up to the upper floor and turn on all the torches, saying some little curt prayers. But I'm just gonna leave in the actual game since it's just for RP.
Okay.
I think Tyra will wait until Korag's out to leave herself, just because she doesn't want to leave someone alone in this place.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, it walked you off the edge of the world.
Careful, that door leads directly to the void.
yeah.
Actually, I'm going to take you back to the world map really quick. The Temple of the Sun and the Moon is about an hour and a half to 2 hours away from where the actual excavation camp is. There is partial road coverage between Hidden Cove and where the excavation camp is, because that's the main resupply routes that's there. You can go through the rough trees for about 15 to 20 minutes until you hit the main road heading towards the west, towards the excavation camp. Let me go 2 minutes and give us that 20 minutes. I would like, we're going to just go straight through alphabetical order. I would like Crom to just roll a d20 for me.
Cool, huh? Oh dear. 20.
Oh,
Okay. Not the magic number. You
yeah, I
guys,
just want to check.
go ahead.
Is Alani's player going to be in today? I don't think I caught what you said on that front.
Alani is no longer going to be playing with us, but we were going to be playing with Alani's player for right now.
Okay,
Kieran cannot make it because his wife had surgery.
makes sense.
But we will. I have instructions.
Okay, awesome.
So you make it partially from where you're, where you guys found the Temple of the Sun and Moon towards the excavation site. You do intersect the main road, which is going to let you make a little bit better progress. We'll go to the next person on the list at the road intersection. Usara, can you roll a d20 for me, please? Well, how about that? Two of the same
Perfect.
number. It's not the secret number.
We instead are getting the secret anti-number, which is 5.
Yeah. So the way I do random encounters is I randomly roll 15 d20s before the session. And the first number that I have on there is, when you hit that, that's a random encounter. Then I'll go to my second number.
Oh,
So you never know what the number is for a random encounter.
That's nice.
okay. For a
Right
second
now,
there,
you
when
know
I
what-
heard you describe,
Right now, you know a
Sorry.
5 is not the number for a random encounter.
5 is not as well.
Yes. After another 30 minutes on traveling along the road, you reach clearing with a bridge that crosses one of the rivers that lead out of the mountains towards the sea. We're going to bring you there. So 30 minutes. 5, 10, 25, 30. And
see, honestly, given the
You
nature
reach
of
the-
the
main road heading west towards the excavation site. You see a bridge up ahead of you. And you see some bodies laying on the bridge.
Oh. Oh,
Tyra's already got her sword drawn.
yes.
Wait, before we continue,
Yeah.
Yes, before we continue, would you guys have taken a short rest to do your healing before you left the temple?
Yeah,
I'm
I
on
would've- I
like
would've
14 health, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean,
So what I am going to do is we will pretend that you are back in the temple. Let me see if one of my two players that I'm playing with today has treat wounds.
I think you have it as long as you have the medicine skill.
That's what I'm looking for.
I have treat wounds, but I'm almost guaranteed. I'm pretty sure that one of them will have a higher total than me.
So Kieran has a 0. Lonnie has a 0.
I have a +4, so
I also
Okay,
have a
so
+4.
Alani looks down a little bit, and Tyra is down.
Yeah, I caught the broad end of a trap.
Yeah, I have +3 medicine, which. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and somebody target Tyra and do the treat wounds basic action macro. Well, that didn't
Okay.
work. So
Don't forget you have a healing point, or a hero point if you want to use it.
you've got a hero point, plus you've also, each of you should have 2 healing elixirs. So Alani is going to...
Cora can also. Oh no, it's just in general treat wounds immunity. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, there's a feat you have to take.
So Alani is going to use one of his potions. I can figure out how to use it from there. Elixir of life, use.
Oh, nice.
Rolled a
I think
6
Cora-
out of the 6, and gets a +1 saving throw for on.
Oh. Nice. Okay.
I suppose I can use one of my elixirs of life. That should be fine. Honestly, I might use both if this doesn't roll like super great.
Well, 5's pretty good.
Okay.
Honestly,
Did you
they're
apply the
D6
healing
and they
to
wear
yourself?
off.
Oh yeah, Tyra, you did apply your healing.
I'm gonna down the other one just to make sure I'm at full.
Okay.
Also, because they're alchemical, so they'll be gone by tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now we're good.
Now you're good. So yes, you see some bodies on the bridge. The river's heading from the north to the south is the direction of the flow of the river.
All right.
Yeah, I think Hussars would immediately jump ahead and probably try to get in front of Tyra despite her best efforts to get up to the bridge but not on it, and see what he can determine about, I guess, just with the perception for now, what might have caused these deaths. Like, does it look like they
It looks like a battle. A major
Okay.
battle happened here.
Okay, they didn't just pass out and suddenly start bleeding. Okay.
Tyra's. Oh,
Go ahead.
Tyra, as we cross the bridge, is going to be readying an attack. If any of those guards try to get back up as an undead, she will cut them down again, or at least
Okay.
try to.
That's a good point. Yeah. I did. Say.
Proceed carefully. They were-
gather the
Yeah,
bodies.
proceed carefully. They were.
Sorry.
Proceed carefully. We don't know if the necromancers are the ones who did this.
No.
Would you prefer I burn them now or later? I can perform funeral rites.
I suspect we won't have time for funeral rites. Just be ready in case they get back up.
So, Crom, as you get closer to them, you notice that you have two people that are dressed in Lambaro City Watch gear, and then you have one that's just in general leathers right next to you.
Okay.
It looks like the three of them were in a fight, and looks like there was a major fight between these guards and some other individuals.
Tyra's gonna check the guards. What weapons were they wielding?
They were wielding clubs, crossbows, and saps.
Noted.
While you are checking, at least the two guards that are on the bridge right there have a full quiver of bolts. It does not look like they used any bolts. There is a club and a sap on the ground next to each of them.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check this up. I'm gonna check every person's, see what they have. And
I'll
so,
steal
first
some
I'm
of
gonna
these
check the
bolts.
guards. I'm gonna check the.
Korag is just going to yell out relatively loud, just enough like so that if any of the bodies are just dying, they can hear them. If there are any survivors, speak your piece now. I will be disposing of the bodies shortly.
There's
And then
a
he's going
key.
to start dragging whatever bodies the rest of the party aren't looking at, trying to get them all in one giant pile.
I don't think we should take too much time here. If the camp's under attack, then there could still be people in danger.
This will not take long at all.
Well, this guy has a key on him. Or something. Should probably take that. I'm going to take the key, maybe. Or not.
Would the
Ira shrugs
guards
as
have
Cesar
any
says that.
form of dog tag on them?
We could say that in the the cloth/leather tunic that they have their names on them. So yes, you can collect
yeah.
you can collect name tags from the 5 guards that aren't totally shredded in that big red pile.
Yeah, Korag will do that.
Husar's
He's
checking
unsure
out.
why he desires to, but he has a innate desire to do so. And then
Yes, Husara,
otherwise he's
you got a question about that guy?
Yeah, so Husar walks up and he's gonna start rifling through this guy's pockets, and he finds something interesting. There's a burnt piece of parchment, which apparently lists a timeline of excavation efforts suggesting someone inside this site was feeding information to the bandits.
Oh,
You can go ahead and
okay.
take that
Gonna-
parchment. Yep.
Yep. And I'll
This-
share that with my party. Looks
Yeah,
like
this-
there might
this
have
is-
been some disagreements.
Oh, yeah, someone else has got the same sort of part fin on them. And this one has 75 silver
While they're
pieces.
while they're looting and or burning the bodies, could I have Tyro roll survival to see if she can find like fresh tracks going in a direction?
Yes, you may.
Awesome.
Oh, this guy's got a sack on him. That's weird. We have 75.
I guess would that be a track? Would that be track?
Yes.
Awesome.
Or you can do a general investigation to start with, and then we can track after that.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
This guy's got a look at this body. This one here, I think. Yeah, this guy's got a note on him that's saying, delay them if you must, but ensure the priestess and the scholar are taken alive. The master wants them whole. That's not a good thing.
So, Crom loots a note off the bandit. It says, "Delay them if you must, but ensure the priestess and scholar are taken alive. The master wants them whole."
Mm.
With
Then
that
our friends-
perception, you definitely see that tracks are heading. There's like some bloody footprints that start heading to the north. And after about 15 to 20 feet, the blood is no longer present. It looks like somebody trampled through the blood. Some people survived, heading towards the north. So you know which direction they started going. And from then on, we will be doing survival checks to see if you continue following their path.
Well, this bandit also has like 75 silver pieces, which is probably the down payment for whatever they're doing. So,
Once Cora gets all
these lives for 75 silver.
well,
Pathetic.
yeah, well, they probably weren't planning to die, but things went badly for them. Okay.
Once all the bodies are together, Cora kind of is going to use base kinesis to just set the pile of bodies on fire. May your souls join the eternal flame. And just walk off as they burn. The funeral rites are finished.
Okay.
Yep, well.
And you said north, right?
Yeah, so let me check all the bandit bodies. You got the information off of that one. Got the information off of that one.
I took the key. Whatever that means, whatever that's for.
Did somebody pick up the... Did I put 2 burnt parchments down?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah.
There should not have been 2 burnt parchments.
I
I'm going to, on the far left-hand top bandit, I am going to put the other item that was supposed to have been put down.
Okay.
Let me find the right one. There, I found it. It is on that bandit now. Sorry about that.
Oh, look, a note suddenly appeared in this bandit's hand. Keep the crypt undisturbed until the others arrive. The Ma's awakening is not yet ready.
Can I roll recall knowledge on the Maw?
Yes. Just do the generic recall knowledge from basic action macro for me. Make sure you're not
Alright.
selected. Nothing's selected.
Yeah, I don't think I've targeted anything yet.
Nothing really tickles your mind with that.
Sarah would also like to think about it.
I'm going to try.
Husara, you would remember that the Ma describes an ancient abyss beneath the world, or another plane. Another use of the term Ma is in the common saying, "The Ma of Orcus devours souls."
Looks like something involving Orcus is going on. It's just like we saw in that book.
So what? Yes, but what's a crypt? Can't really talk about the temple we just seen. So
There's likely other ruins around here. Either way, we should get moving.
yeah, so, I mean, very not good revenue's happening here.
Kyra's just like tapping her foot impatiently. Out of character, this is not like me being impatient. I'm just playing into the flavor of the character.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So are we following tracks?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at the party sheet really quick. Let's have everybody select an exploration activity for what we're doing as we are going up to
Trying to remember what Scout and Search do.
Scout
is +1.
You move at half speed. Everybody gets a +1 to their initiative. Seek. You're meticulously seeking. Again, that's another move at half speed.
I think all of mine are move at half speed because I don't have a shield and I can't spellcast.
There is a track.
Oh, yeah, that's the other one
activity.
I have. That's the other one I have in my sheet. I'm trying to only open them from... Oh, that's what I kept doing wrong. I was trying to only open them for me, but they kept opening in the chat.
I'm going to select Kieran is going to... So we have a search, we have a scout.
Yeah, everyone knows.
An avoid notice.
Yeah, in that case, I'll search.
Let me look at who... Party skills, survival. Tyra and Usara have the highest survival. That would be the best ones to track.
I could track if you
I'd
want.
say if Usara is scouting, then Tyra can track.
Okay.
Cool.
Then
Yeah.
I will have Kieran seek or search.
Were we... Oh, shit. Were we supposed to be leveled up?
No, not yet.
Okay, I
just... That's just a button to make it easier.
Okay, I saw that button in the top right corner, and I was worried I messed up.
No.
That's fine.
Oh, you mean the little wizard hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's when we go to level up, it helps walk you through the process on here.
Oh, okay. Even better.
And Alani is going to detect magic the whole way.
Yeah.
So I would like, after the tracks go dead, I would like Tyra to go ahead and roll a track.
Alrighty. I don't know what the DC was, but I got a 17.
Yep. You are able to continue following the trail that you've been following. So for the first 30 minutes after finding this battle site, you're definitely able to follow the trail. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'd like you to roll another track for that next 30 minutes.
It's 15?
Again, you succeed. And as you continue following, you're following the river to the north. It's basically looks like it's following the river to the north. Sorry about the loudness. I thought I'd turn these all down. The river starts to bend towards the west. And it looks like just to the south of where you're at right now, that is where the tracks stopped, where I'm pinging. It looks like they may have crossed the river right here, going over to here.
Okay.
All right. Will anyone have problems clearing the river?
Make a quick look at it. It does appear to be fairly shallow, but running fast. Probably just under knee deep right here. But the water is running fast.
Looks to be about a 20-foot jump, out of curiosity.
20-foot jump. I'll say you can walk through it. So a jump is going to have a higher DC than a walk would have. So it's up to you. Do you want to try walking through it? And
you cut out after but.
Okay. So you can jump across and not get wet at all, or with a lower DC, you can walk through it, but be basically wet from the knee down.
I'd say it's best to. I like to have some fun with it. I think Tyra will try to jump it. You want me to roll in athletics?
Just a second. I'm going to get everybody at the same time. I'm going to put up a roll dialogue for you. And... So anybody who wants to try jumping, go ahead and click the die that's in chat.
Ooh.
You know what?
Just sprints up ahead and then face plants into the water.
Yeah. So the first two attempted.
Can I hero point that?
Edge of the riverbank gave out just as you were trying to jump.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you, yeah.
Can I use a hero point to reroll?
Yes, you may. Right-click on the 11 and...
Worth a shot.
So you go to make the leap, and the edge of the bank collapses right next to you. As you push off on it, it just kind of collapses underneath, like the water had undercut the edge of the bank. The two of you are now soaking wet. Water's cold, but not cold enough for hypothermia type situations. I'm going to do a new check with the lower DC for walking through to see if anybody falls for the rest of the way making it through.
Okay.
So do we make it across and are just soaking wet, or is there going to be additional checks?
You're going to do one more additional check.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead and make
That's
that check
perception.
to see if you fall while trying to walk across.
Is it supposed to be perception?
Oh, nope. It was supposed to be athletics. What did you roll on that? You rolled an 18. I'm going to let you keep that 18.
Do you want me to roll and just add 1 to my roll because my athletics is just 1 higher?
Yeah, everybody just go ahead and roll, and if your athletics is higher, let me know if it gives you a failure.
It's 2 higher for me. Oh, but I still succeed.
Yep.
I just gave myself a little bonus.
Yeah, mine's 1 higher, so...
God damn, Tyra!
I made it. Yay.
So as you fell down, initially on your jump, Tyra, Alani reached down to try to help you up as she was crossing the river, and he fumble-footed, and you both tripped back into the water. So we have 3 people that are soaked. They are Tyra, Husara, and Alani, and everybody go ahead and bring your token across the river, just where that little pathway is. So we have 3 soaked. Alani, Husara, and Tyra. Rest only 2 knees. Got that note in there. As you cross the river, making that big splash, you hear some dogs barking just to the north of you.
That is likely where we should be going.
It's the most likely answer. Tyra draws her sword.
The barking as Crom, as you get there, the barking sounds like snarling. Just on the other side of that hedgerow that's right there.
Okay. Mm. Okay.
And it sounds like dogs barking, not like wolves type of deal.
It's dogs, snarling dogs, and you hear, "Down, boy." That hedgerow is about 8 feet tall and thick, but you could easily kind of squeeze your way through it if you wanted to.
Could we
It
climb
seems-
on top of it?
Not the hedge that's right there. You could probably climb through the middle of the 2 trees.
Hussar's gonna try to climb up this tree.
Get a bit of view, good, yeah.
As you climb through that little edge there, you start to see a little bit of smoke from a campfire that's about 30 to 40 feet away to your west, right about here. And why are my dogs going crazy?
Oh no!
I mean, hey, they're
It's
trying
your
to
dogs
match.
in
They're
the camp.
trying to match the setting.
Yes.
I'll tell everyone. Looks like they got a whole camp up here.
There's a chance that these aren't the people we're looking for. They obviously know we're here at this point. We're not being particularly
Sorry.
quiet.
Roll a perception check. You see 2 people that were dressed like the other
Like the bandits.
other bandits, and you see 2 dogs.
Yeah, I'll say. No, it does look like this is who we're looking for, but
The dogs are like they're on chains, but they're pointing at basically the center of the shrub area. Bandits are starting to stand up.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Looks like the dogs are aware of us. We should be careful. And I am trying to not be too loud when I say that. I'm not screaming from the top of the tree. I say we should try to keep. I guess I'll hop down from the tree, and I'll say we should try to interrogate some of them if we can. All right, who's going first?
I'll do my best to keep one alive.
At this time, you hear a couple chains rattle, and I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do the free action rage thing.
Okay. And same
So I
thing
guess
with
I'll just
anybody
put
who has a raged weapon. I'm sure with what was going on there, you probably can go ahead and make sure you're loaded if you need to have, if your weapon is one of those that requires loading for the first round.
I believe if I didn't set it to Dragon Rage, it's supposed to be Dragon Rage.
Let's look at it.
Okay, good. I have Dragon Rage clicked.
Okay.
Yeah, just the blade of Tyra's sword just bursts into flames.
You hear the snarling and barking of one of the dogs.
Mm.
And Usara, you see it come around the outer edge of the tree towards you. And that's its turn. Oh, my turn. Bandit's turn. You notice that the other bandits all had signal whistles on them. You hear a sharp shrieking whistle come from the center of the clearing in this general location. And he will, for his second action, it's going to go there. And third action can make it to there. That brings us up to Crom.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Well, okay, I'm going to cast Blast Shield myself. Okay, perfect. Enter my stance. I get Arcane Cascade up or whatever, and
Yep.
And move towards him. Oops. Mistake. Okay, it's my turn. So in turn.
Usara.
Usara's gonna take a step away from the dog. And he's gonna see what he knows about dogs, I guess. Recall knowledge. Guess what is its weakest saving throw?
You don't remember anything, but you do know it's an animal.
Guys, that's a dog.
Yep.
Noted.
And I guess I will try to shoot it. Oh no, Arbalest's not loaded.
Yeah, go ahead and load it. That's one of the things I said you always get free the first round. And you hit.
It, though. And that's my turn.
Yelps, kind of like a dog would yelp if you stepped on its foot. Anything else?
Oh no, sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was my turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kieran is going to cast Courageous Anthem.
I love bards.
Okay, I don't need to do that. So everybody should have the spell effect for Courageous Anthem now. And is going to go T, Shift T, and see electricity shoot out of Kieran's hands. at the bandit and the dog. The
Magic.
bandit takes full damage, and the dog does not take any.
Imagining the dog doing one of those Power Rangers backflips to dodge a literal lightning.
And that is Kieran's turn. Tyra.
Curiosity, how dangerous does this dog look?
It has, it's small, but it's got like a spike collar around its neck with the spikes sticking outwards. And it whipped around that tree fast, heading right towards Alani.
Trying to think if you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do this the way Tyra would. I am going to stride one. Why is my character not moving? 1, 2, 3. I guess I just have to click and drag. With one action, I am going to non-lethally kick the dog, which sounds fucked up, but the other option is bisecting it with a sword.
Okay. Go ahead and do an unarmed
Gotta
attack.
make sure to target. Good God. Yeah. Good God.
Go ahead and roll your crit damage. And then when it automatically makes it dead, I'll change it back to unconscious. Oh! That was a nice little kick.
Tries to go for non-lethal, but can't control her own fucking dragon strength. So she just swings her leg, and there's like a trail of fire, and the dog gets a little bit of air as she kicks it.
What I'm going to do is, though, because you specifically said it's going to be non-lethal, I am getting rid of the dead condition off of it.
Makes sense.
But yes, which leg did you kick with?
I'd say her right.
Her right leg. So that means she crossed from left to right on the screen. The dog gets flung like 15 feet with that big kick, and it's unconscious.
Yeah, Tyra cringes at that. And then I can see this bandit over here, right?
Yes, you can.
If I remember correctly, I can use Warfare Lore for recall knowledge checks, right?
Yes.
Cool, I'm gonna try and recall knowledge about this bandit, see if I can notice anything about like his stance or fighting style. Basically, I want to know what his weakest save is. Like, does this guy look like he's particularly nimble, particularly hardy? The basic action macros is an opening. There we go.
You don't know anything except that's a humanoid human. I will say, just from you looking at him, he does have a crossbow in his hand.
Yeah, Tara will yell out to the group. All right, these ones appear to be human. Be warned, though, he has a crossbow.
What is going on? The humans are humans, the dogs are dogs. I'm confused.
Okay, that brings us up to...
I meant like in that they're not undead.
That's the end of your turn? We're gonna
go
that's
all 3 of my actions.
For Alani. Okay. She points. No, he points his finger at the bandit that's standing there.
Was Alani supposed to be a dude?
That's what I can't tell by the picture.
Fair enough. I couldn't remember. Like, I thought they were a she, but I don't remember.
So she does that, and misses with the with the phase bolt. Seeing that does not work, she we'll call it a she, I guess. She is going to move that way, and I want to check distance 40 feet. You're going to move one more. That'll be the end of her turn, and she's right next to the dog, kind of checking it out as you, after you kicked it. A concern kind of like you were. Next up is this guy. Seeing his partner go that way, he is going to go this way. Control. There's one action. 2 actions. Bandit comes around the corner of the southern corner tree from the west, targeting. We're going to do a. What does he see? He sees 1, 2, 3, 4. He sees 3 that are close to him. So we're going to figure out which one's the first one that he saw. He saw Kieran first with his crossbow. He is going to use his last action to strike. Hitting Kieran for 5 points of damage. That will be the end of his turn. That brings us up to Korag.
So Korag will move right here, and he'll start wielding kind of a molten obsidian weapon, and actually, let's just make it stone.
Ow.
Just imagining him running up with a hammer made of glass.
Oh, it's because I have to. Wait, why isn't it working?
It
should be. Let's try apply effect this time, and then because it's not applying strength this time.
What are you not able to do right now?
Apply strength. Constitution be off. Let's see if it does. That's wait what?
So right now it's showing your melee infusion is forceful. That's the one you want, right?
All of them are pretty much the same, since I'm not going to be striking twice. I'm going to be striking and raising a shield.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. It probably is just going to show me when the damage comes up.
You definitely hit with your blast.
Okay, that was it. 2 damage strength. Yes. And then I will take the
it did your strength.
Action. Raise shield.
Basically, he goes, "Oof!" as you hit him with your blast, and it's like you definitely did damage to him. He's hurt. At the end of your turn, you guys all hear several whistles from the north, kind of in response to the first whistle that was blown. And so seeing that his friend went that way, this doggy is going to go 1. Seeing his friend down on the ground there, it is going to use all 3 of his actions to get next to Alani.
Oh.
That is the end of the dog's turn, end of round 1. We're at round 2. That brings us up to Usara. No, a bandit.
Yeah. Then so.
Bandit is going to seeing that you kicked his dog, he is going to target you with his crossbow.
Entirely fair.
Tyra. Barely hitting you. Kind of hit you in the. You had your back turned because of the way you kicked the dog. It hit the shoulder that was exposed as you turned around. And then he will move up, seeing that he hit you. He will use 1 action to stride, and then he will use his last action to try to sap you.
Did he draw? Wouldn't he take an action to draw the sap?
Yeah, that would be definitely it. So he can't do that. He's drawing the sap and coming at you with the sap in his hand. So that is the end of his turn.
Okay.
Crom.
My turn. So I am going to go behind the bandits, because that should be 20 feet movement. Target him. And then use my spell strike to attack him with a gouging claw. So attack roll. $13 is a hit. So damage. And then the gouging claw damage. Piercing damage, because I don't know what you speak to it. So
Holy shit, this is the most effective.
19 damage. Total. Yeah, and
I think it would technically be. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You reach out as your hand transforms into that claw, piercing it, just basically shredding the back of that bandit that just went after Tyra. It collapses to the ground.
And that's
dead.
my turn. Yeah.
Usara.
I think we definitely want one of these guys alive.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them, by sound.
So Sarah's gonna call out to this bandit and tell him to surrender. If he answers some of our questions, we'll let him free. What should this be? Diplomacy?
Or
intimidation.
Or intimidation, depending upon how you were playing it.
I'll be more diplomatic, I think.
Okay.
So I'll just say, we don't want to do this. We don't want to hurt you anymore. We just have some questions for you, yeah?
Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. You see, as you say that, you see him look over his left shoulder and then look back at you and grin.
Guess his friends are closer than I thought.
I can kill this one now, correct?
So yeah. Go ahead. Unless I get him first. And then I'll reload and I'll shoot him. Or I won't.
Just
Right, that's
missed.
my turn.
Huh. Maybe I did it wrong for Kieran. Should stay up. Oh, I didn't do lingering, did I?
Nope.
So we're going to do that again. Courageous Anthem. Lingering Anthem. Lingering Composition. That's the one I want. So I need to do the one action. Oh, I'm supposed to do the other way around. I'm supposed to do Lingering Composition, Courageous Anthem, and now I do the performance check. Composition lasts 1 round, but I did not spend a focus point. Okay. And that will be the end of Karen's turn. Tyra.
Tyra will look to Crom. Crom, can you handle that dog?
Yes.
All right, good. And I'm going to sudden charge. I will, just for the sake of the audience. I'm fighting my own computer to do this. Here we go. Right. 1. Oh God. 2, 3, 4.
So if you want to plan out your movement, if you hold the control key down as you drag from your character, it will show you how much movement it would take you to spend. You click at the end point, and then you hit the space bar. It will actually move your character along that path.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will start from the beginning so I can see if I can actually map this out more effectively.
And notice it's changing colors as it goes through a different number of actions. So that would take you, that one right there will take you 2 actions. So if you hit the space bar, it'll move you right along that path.
I think that I'll move here just so that... Actually, wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm like...
Yeah, control drag. Control and drag to where you want to go while you're still... Keep the control key held down and then hit the space bar. No, click again. right at your endpoint, and then hit the spacebar. It will move you along that path.
I'll move here in case Korag wants some flanking, and also so that I can wedge myself between, us and any additional combatants. And then I will swing with my greatsword, targeting, of course, the correct opponent.
Swing away.
Yep, I am. The Foundry has frozen.
Give it a second.
There we are.
Yep.
All right. I don't think it. I think it. I don't. Okay, it didn't roll yet. Noted.
Yeah, I saw the roll on my end. You swung with your greatsword, and it kind of got caught in one of the tree branches that are right next to you, and it basically deflected the strength of that greatsword enough that even though you made contact with the bandit, it didn't do any damage.
Yeah, I suppose I have one action left. I might as well try. I might as well make the attempt.
There's always a 20 on a die for
I'm going
a
to
reason.
try and. Yeah.
You hit.
And sometimes a 19 gets the job done. I don't know why it's rolling the piercing. I meant to go for slashing, but these are kind of interchangeable for most enemies, so we'll roll with it. What I'll say is Tyra pulls back her blade and redirects the momentum of her failed swing into a thrust that impales this man in the lung.
And it goes right through.
Okay, noted.
Right through the back of the side of him, underneath the arm that he kind of lifted up after you tapped it the first time, and goes right through the armpit, through the lung, and he collapses to the ground and slides off your greatsword.
All right, noted. That's the end of my turn.
Which brings us up. Oh, where did... I'm trying to figure out why something went weird with the initiative. Oh, because you killed somebody. That brings Alani up. With the dog biting on her ankles. She is going to draw her, basically equip the staff with the second hand and just try to beat the dog off of her ankles, missing it, and then is going to swing back to try to get it on the second one. And on the swing back, does hit the dog. And unfortunately, she did not attempt non-lethal and put that dog down. That's her turn. Oh, that brings us up to Korag.
Korag will delay until he sees new enemies. I am assuming they're coming based on the bandit's reaction.
Okay, so I'm going to put delay. I'm going to just let me know when you want to pop back in, and I will pop you back in. So that brings us up to...
That brings us up to 6 consecutive bandits.
It's not quite 6.
Oh, 5. Great.
I do have some stuff set up in here as difficult terrain, so it... if you see it, sometimes it's not letting you do the full amount. That is why. Korag, you do see... actually, helps if I do this. You do see a, come on, click, right click, right click. Another bandit coming around that corner of the western tree. That is the end of his turn. Do you want to jump in yet?
Yeah, I'll jump in.
Okay, so I'm going to unpause you.
This bandit has hilarious positioning.
And it is your turn. Correct.
I will create kind of like a little dart of earth, and I will shoot it at that bandit, and it'll be 50 feet propulsive. Perfect. Almost.
Don't forget you have hero points if you want to use them.
It's the first bandit, and then I will target. I should have targeted him anyways. And then I will right around Tyra. I'm gonna basically make an L shape of the flying flame, so he will make a save.
Okay. He failed. And I need to look at. Okay, so he failed and he took damage. Next guy. Right click, 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 right click, control. And I will expose him in the order. That's his turn. This guy. Right click, 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 right click. Expose in the order. Makes it easy. I know where he's going. So Crom, you see two of them approaching you from the northeast.
Yep.
And right click, 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 right click. Got to expose them to you. And Tyra and Korag, you see a second one approaching you from the southwest side of that tree. That brings us up to Crom.
Okay. Oh. Well, I'm just gonna guess the best I can really do is move slightly towards the next guy. Plus a glass shield myself. Oops, I failed. That would yeah. Glass shield myself, and then that's a basic. And the right guy in front of me. Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Yep. Oh, nice. What?
Booming that damage out. He basically bends over and drops the crossbow that he had in his hand as you hit him.
Okay.
Husara.
I was gonna say I'm gonna give Crom a little bit of help here, but that one's got cover for me, so I'm gonna target the second bandit on the right side.
Okay.
And I'm going to reload. I'm gonna see what I know about this bandit. Clearly, he's very different from the other one.
Of course he is.
I want to know what
We're
his
all unique
weakest.
people. We're not interchangeable at all.
I want to see what his weakest saving throw is.
It is willpower is his weakest saving throw, and creatures in combat, bandit. Willpower is its weakest saving throw. Actually,
Okay.
2 of them, reflex and willpower. I'll give you that.
Oh, sweet. Doesn't change what I'm doing for this turn, though. I'm gonna shoot him. Oh no. Okay.
And miss.
Yeah. All right. There's my turn.
You shoot the crossbow. It hit one of those waggling tree branches in between you and it. Even though it didn't have cover, I guess that one little pinky-sized tree branch was enough to deflect your bolt to keep it from hitting.
Yeah, I meant to do that. It was intimidation there. That's really what I meant.
Yeah. So we're going to target.
Everything
him.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, I thought I heard you go like ow.
Yeah. Getting a cramp in one of my legs. We're going to take a break in a few minutes, even if we're not done with battle, so I can get up and walk around.
Okay.
Entirely valid.
All the medications have totally dehydrated me, and I've been chugging liquids and still having issues.
Yeah.
Let me look at this again. So we're going to do the lingering composition. We're going to do the courageous anthem. We're going to do our performance check once it lets me get to it. Again, it failed, so the composition lasts only 1 round. And I gotta see what Kieran can see. Can he see that one? Ooh, he can see the one that's right next to Tyra, and Kieran is going to cast needle darts. Did I target it? Yes, I did. Three darts shooting right from Kieran into that bandit. 1, 2, 3, and it seems that it significantly hurt that bandit. Bringing us up to Tyra.
Oh boy. Well, you know what? This man so generously decided to end his turn right fucking next to a barbarian, so, you know, we're just gonna consider this euthanasia, because clearly he wanted to die. For some reason, it is not letting me target the bandit. There we go.
Okay.
I don't know what that was. And yeah, I'm just going to swing at him with my greatsword. This is going to be most of my turns until probably, next level, honestly.
Yeah. You hit because of Courageous Anthem.
Tyra is inspired to swing her sword properly. All right, now I'm gonna close you because you're eating up most of my screen. And then I believe all of this is accurate, so we let this rip. 12 damage. 8 slashing, 4 fire.
Putting it out of your misery.
Oh yeah. Tyra just cleaves him in half. There is smoke coming off of the point of separation. And then, can I step here, or is this difficult terrain?
Yeah, you can step there. Yeah, that's an easy step.
Awesome. Tyra will step. Continuing the momentum of her swing, she'll bring the blade around and try and bring it down on this other bandit. If I get you off my screen, if that'll ease things a little bit. Nope.
Just barely missing.
I imagine.
Go ahead.
I imagine he probably just parries the strike. Like he probably just catches it with his crossbow or sap or whatever he's wielding.
His club. Yeah, he parried it a little bit with his club. That brings us up to...
Yeah, it's my turn.
Alani. Ugh. We're going to do this. T. Shift T. And... Cast.
Ooh, fun.
Damage. And damage. Points her finger at towards the two bandits, and you see shards of magic just emanate from her hand. Hitting both bandits. And they both seem to be hurt. The one that's next to Crom seems significantly hurt. And that will end her turn. Of course, I forgot to get it to her turn, but that's okay.
It's supposed to be the wizard's turn. 2 gunshots.
We're down there right now. Okay, so that bandit is this one. Oh, it's the one right next to Tyra. Did you raise your shield last time? No, you used the greatsword.
Yeah, man, I am a two-hand. I'm gonna be using two-handers, baby. Next level's a mauler.
So he parries with his club and turns and backswings at you. Hitting you.
All right,
smack in the face.
Evidently, this is the bandit captain.
It hurt. And coming back with his in the main direction. With you being dazed from that first hit, hits you again, knocking you unconscious. Or does it?
I am at 1.
Barely. I thought it was enough to knock you unconscious. So barely standing after that. Boom, boom. Double hits. Crom, you are up.
Okay. Oh, so okay. So what about the two?
I mean,
bandits?
Korag, you're up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Korag was about to turn to help Crom with the two bandits up there, but then sees this bandit perform exceptionally well and turns onto him. So I'm going to.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'd rather do. So he'll stay right where he is and throw a dart at that bandit. The top one is ranged. Yeah. That's probably not gonna hit. And then he will flank. All right. I guess he's not gonna flank. He's gonna go right here. And I'll just try to hit again. Actually, I have athletics. I can try and grapple. Does grappling prevent?
I believe it makes off guard and prevents movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's barely hurt, so I will just try to. Actually, I'm less likely to hit with a grapple than I am to hit with that. So I'm just gonna try and hit him again with a melee attack.
Okay. Not quite enough to hit him.
And that is my turn.
Okay, I would like Tyra, Korag, and Crom in chat. I'd like you guys to roll, the three of you to roll a perception check. Good to
Unsurprisingly, the woman who just got hit in the face twice with a club is not the most perceptive right now.
Good to know. But and the same thing with Korag running in and turning him to hit that bandit, as well as Crom with two of them next to him, not being perceptive at range. All makes sense. So that brings us up to this guy's turn. The one that is right next to Crom.
Okay.
So he did take his action last time to draw his sap, so he is going to strike with the sap, trying to prevent you from taking him down. Missing.
I didn't even like a hit.
Yeah. Comes back with the backhand of it. Does make contact.
Okay. Block 2 damage with my glass shield.
So you are.
Wait, no.
So you're gonna block, and we're gonna click the damage button. So 7 made it through.
Yep, and because I shield blocked in my glass shield, it breaks, and he takes 1d4 damage.
So go ahead and
we
target
basically
him.
reflex save. Yep. Okay, I'll have to do that. Let's see. Glass shield. That. Rage, hopefully. Yep. Okay, so it's a 16 save. Okay. Oh.
He failed. So he is going to take the damage.
Honestly, that might be good. We do have to take one. We're trying to take one of these alive, and that guy is like one punch range.
Okay, we are right at the top of the order. Before I end his turn, we're going to go ahead and take a break so I can get up and move around and get some more liquids to drink really quick. I do have the break time app now. Even if you are going to just stay around, go ahead and click I'm back if you're just staying around. If you're leaving, go ahead and click leave. And when you get back, click I'm back. That way we know when everybody's back. So I will be back shortly. I'm just going to go get some stuff to drink and move around.
When should we?
5 minutes or so. Yep. Yep. That going. Ow. So for those that watch this as either a video on demand or a YouTube thing, we're taking a short break about halfway through our session. And there. Checking on all of my other campaigns that I have while we're waiting. Most of my campaigns will be hitting level 2, either during the end of session 2 or sometime in the middle of session 3. That's for those that are watching the stream. So I do have 6 campaigns going on. Okay, we're just waiting on. Oh, yeah, we're waiting on Tyra. And we'll be back. Let's see how far Tyra's down in the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While we're waiting for Tyra, if anybody hasn't kind of figured out what they want to do with level 2, go ahead and spend a couple minutes in Path Builder and kind of start making your level 2 selections, because we will be close by the end of this session or early next session for you leveling.
Oh, actually, on that topic, I ended up buying the full Path Builder on my phone, so I can do the
Free archetype?
The free archetype and the gradual ability boost.
Yep.
But I originally submitted it on my computer, so I probably have to just. Is it fine if I revoke?
Yeah, go ahead and revoke that one, and let me get my Path Builder open so I can accept you as a new one. Load. Yeah, unfortunately, with my having to do the router swap today, I lost all of the stuff I had logged in. At least it's a static IP for me, so they still see it coming from the same thing. Okay, I'm in. It should still be the same ID and password. Do you need that?
No, I found it.
Okay. That will work. Yeah, the one campaign that I have that's doing D&D, I'm so used to Pathfinder after the last several years that making equivalent encounters in D&D is a lot harder for me. I got to get back into that train. If I would have thrown all of this at my D&D party, they would have been gone.
Oh, sorry, what are you talking about?
Oh, I have one campaign that's doing Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm so used to Pathfinder that oops, not supposed to do that. Everybody's
back. Yeah, no, this would have mauled the D&D.
Oh yeah, this would have definitely mauled a level 1 D&D group.
Yeah, the strongest among them have like what, 10 or 11 health?
Yeah, I think I have a couple that have 6 or 7. No, one has 6 and one has 8 in that party. So I got to be careful.
I have 14. But that's a big exception.
Yeah, they can get one shot, from a basic 1d6 hit. If I do a versatile weapon on them, it could be game over in one shot. So we are going to go ahead and recommence the combat. It was the end of that bandit's turn. Tyra, I did say go ahead and make sure you make your choices in Path Builder for level 2, because sometime either towards the end of this session or towards the beginning of the next session, you guys are probably going to hit level 2.
Alrighty. I just have to dig up Tyra's sheet again. And if I remember correctly, the password for the Path Builder is in the Discord, right?
Yes, it is. It should be one of the pinned links up in one of the top sections.
Hashtag Pathfinder is the one to go. It's actually the last post there, so it's really easy to find.
Okay, so we're going to go to the next bandit's turn. It is the one in the back. It blows the whistle again, draws its crossbow, and loads it, and that will be the end of his turn. Brings us up to Crom.
Okay, well, I am going to first try and knock out this guy. He's do a non-lethal fist attack. That's 2 seconds sense modifier because it's. Oh, I'll look into that. Oh well. We got his health point.
Okay.
And that didn't help at all. Well.
Oh, right. We're not using Ancestral Paragon. I was confused for a second. No, ignore me.
Yeah, you missed with that first punch.
Well, there's one down there. It's fine. There's still 3 of them. I'll probably more. I'm gonna cast. Let's see. I'm going to cast Caustic Blast. If I put it there, hit both of them, and roll damage. That's 1d8 plus 1 test. That's 5 as damage if they don't.
For some
Take
reason, it didn't
save.
get the other one, so let me hit T and add a target. Go Shift T. And I'm going to go here. There, now I can roll both saving throws.
It's probably because I'm targeting one. That's probably why.
Yeah. But it's supposed to, when you place the emanation, it's supposed to do both. So one succeeded and one failed. The one that's right next to you looks really, really hurt. And I will go ahead and get rid of that template. And that brings us up to Husara. Oh, wait a second. At the end of your turn, I would like you to roll this perception check that I put in chat. Okay, good to know. Husara, it's your turn.
Okay. Who's going next? Kieran and then Tyra. I am going to actually turn to this barely hurt guy over here. And I'm gonna hit him with a Bon Mo. Is there a macro for that? No. Okay. Gonna Bon Mo him, and
You
then
were gonna see.
Oh well. Bon Mot's in English or Bon Mo in French?
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you say at him as you were trying to basically distract him?
Oh man, I don't know. I had something prepared, but I forgot what it was.
Okay, that's fine.
But then I'm gonna follow it up with demoralize instead.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
It looked like it wanted to be 18 there for a second.
All right, looks like the dice aren't working with me this round, so I'm just gonna reload.
Okay.
Husar's just mumbles and to himself in the center of all these bandits.
And that brings us up to Kieran. which we're going to try the same thing again.
And Tyrell, any chance I can get some healing?
Let's see. Do I have a heal spell for you?
I believe that if it's a Maestro Bard, they should have Soothe.
That's what I'm looking at right now. And so going to target Tyra. Yeah, I was looking for heal.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. That is just the best one.
So we are going to cast. There you go. Go ahead and apply that to yourself. And as that used those, I don't want to do that. Let me see who's coming up after her. She is still with you targeted. Is going to cast guidance on you.
Cast Final Sacrifice. Oh shit! Okay, I like it.
And that will end his turn. So now we're going to do this. We're going to do click, right click, 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 right click.
Oh dear.
Crom, you now see coming out of what appears to be a cave mouth where the river is coming out, a bandit that's wearing sturdier gear. He does not appear to be wearing, does not appear to have the crossbow and sap/club. This guy appears to have a hatchet in his hand. But he looks bigger and meaner than the others. Seeing that, he is going to...
Yeah.
Oh, wrong key.
You know, not gonna lie, these being literal cavemen, it suddenly makes a lot of sense they're fighting us with clubs. Gotta chuckle out of someone.
He sees Korag and sees that he has one of his buddies on the opposite side of Korag, and he is going to make a swipe with his hatchet at you. And misses. It wanted to give me the 20, but didn't. Oh, I need to expose him in the initiative order for you guys. There you go. That brings us up to Tyra.
Question. Can I stand on this space right here?
Yes, you can. You've already taken the penalty for having wet clothes. So, yep.
Oh, right. It's knee-high water. I was like...
Yep.
Because I wasn't sure if I could stand there. Okay, yeah. She'll step into the water. You know, she's used to the woods. Yep. Yeah, and then I'm going to try and finish off this bandit who, in my head, is just, like, doing fucking sick tricks with his club. And just fucking finessing on all of us. Like, hitting, like, just swiping ranged attacks out of the air. Anyway, I'm going to take down the mini-boss. She says, moments before failure.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Oh, God, I do not have a hero point. I will just swing again.
Have you used 2 of them already?
Oh, I had more than one?
Yeah. I give you one every hour.
Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. In that case, I'll re-roll the first one.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll the first one. I'm going to go ahead and delete the second one out of there. So go ahead and do damage. And you're like 3 minutes away from the next hero point anyway, so.
Noted.
Yeah, it automatically notifies me every hour. If you
The
look
benefits of automation.
if you have your character selected, on the mini HUD in the lower left, there's an H. It tells you your number of hero points right next to it.
Ah, okay, I see now.
Okay.
Oh, that's what that meant. Whoops.
Oh, the H, yeah.
So you take a big swing at it, and he appears very hurt. He is favoring that arm that you came across. I mean, it's almost useless. It's dragging next to his side.
Yeah, I imagine she just like catches him across the bicep with the sword.
Okay, and that would be the, let's see, you moved and swung, so you get a second swing if you want to.
I'm going to go for an unarmed attack. I'm going to try and knock this man out.
Okay.
Because we're trying to take one of them alive, and this guy is on death's door, so you never know.
Well, I mean, I think the guy with the slightly fancier gear is probably the most. But whatever.
I mean, also the other reason was because it's a lower map, and like I thought maybe I could finish him off.
And unable to finish him off with the swing, he as he bends over to grab the bicep that you sliced, you just make a glancing blow, not doing any damage.
Oh yeah, no. I imagine what Tyra tried to do was essentially pommel strike, but I imagine like because he ducked, she probably just like connected with his shoulder at an angle where it didn't hurt, really. It probably hurt, but it didn't do anything.
Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
That brings us up to Alani, and I really want to do that spell. But I don't want to burn that spell because I know what's coming up.
Would Alani know what's coming up?
But Alani would not know what's coming up, and hearing that there's another one that came out that just attacked Korag, that's swung at Korag, and you're going there, and then there's two of them here, is going to cast Cosmic Glow.
Oh. Well, aren't you a funky little number?
On the one that is in the back. How did it get Korag? Oh, let me redo that. We're going to go T, Shift T. It's because I had Korag targeted from before it got him too. There we go. Those two bandits. That first one critically failed.
Oh.
And I've got to find the... And that one succeeded. Let me see what happens here. First time you sustained... Critically fail are fascinated. So, I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage.
So if he doesn't burn to death, he's interested by the thing that set him on fire.
We're going to do this, and we're going to click that. So you guys just got your hero point. First one takes the damage. The second one takes half damage. The first one critically failed, so he is going to become fascinated. So I'm going to... Oh, so it killed the one that took half damage.
Shouldn't it also deal double damage since it's a basic save?
Yep. And so I think it is basically... It killed both of them.
Oh, well.
Oh, Oh, that's a real fascinating orb. Oh, I'm burning!
Boom. So, Crom, you see two of them just drop in front of you. Bright, shimmering light drops. It is still spinning at the farthest on this farthest bandit, and that will end Alani's turn, bringing us up to a bandit, who is going to ignore you, Tyra, because his boss is right next to Korag.
Kiss up.
And is going to try to strike Korag with the club. I am going to subtract from damage because of the strikes that you did on him, Tyra. If he does hit.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's exact because of flanking. Oh, no.
Yeah.
So it does roll to 5 plus 2 is 7. I'm going to give you 2 of those hit points back, Korag, because of it. I gave it a circumstance -2. I guess it didn't do it right. Actually,
Okay,
I'm going to look at what his actual
manually.
attack is. I might have put it in as a +2, so I may end up subtracting 4. Nope. Yeah, it did subtract 2 because it did 1d6 plus 2. So it did subtract the 2 instead of the 1d6 plus 4. So it did it correctly. And he is going to make a second swipe at you with the club. And again, make a -2 circumstance bonus for bludgeoning. Add roll. Doing 5 points of damage. And in his
first,
weakened
damage-
state, he is not going to be able to take a third action.
And the damage roll for the first one was correct, right?
Yeah, the damage roll for the first one was correct.
I put my health back down to the original amount then.
Okay. We're good. You're up, Korag. You've got one behind you, one in front of you.
That was a mistake. And I will target them both with the flying flame, just making basically a giant circle of flame
Yep.
around me.
Got it. I am going to roll their saving throws. One crit success, one failure. I need to see. That one is the one that failed. So that one takes, I think that's that one.
It's the bottom one that failed.
Yep.
You made the top one take the damage.
Okay, so I'm going to undo that one. Unfortunately, I have the same name in both of them.
Yeah, I can figure out just by scrolling over because a red square will appear for me.
I did it again. Let's do that one. There we go. You killed one of them
I gotta say,
and didn't hit the other one.
And then I will raise a shield.
Okay. That brings us up to Crom.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to. No. Okay. Okay, it's one action.
So Crom, up to the north, you see where the Water is coming out of a cave mouth, and that's where that bandit came through.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use a caustic blast again because it's like. Okay, on. Oh.
This level's the best that spell's ever going to be
Critical
in my
success.
experience.
Okay, well. Roll damage. Oh, okay, great. I got 8 on critical success.
Yeah, it takes no damage.
Yeah, whatever.
Based off of what you have seen with that, as well as Korag, you doing your line of fire, you believe that this guy is definitely stronger than the other ones that you guys have been pummeling on.
He's sure as shit more nimble than them.
Usara.
Sarah's gonna to run over here. Turn on. See how far can I go? All right. Going to get next to my buddy here. Gonna target this dude. This guy's also clearly different from the others.
I put on swasp actually because it's a.
I at least put a different
What you
ring on
see.
him so that I could tell them apart.
Yeah.
In my head, he's the only one who's wearing a shirt.
I'm gonna see what type of shirt he's wearing. Gonna see if he has a reactive strike.
That's actually pretty good info to get.
He does not.
You succeeded.
Yeah. So you should be off guard to this.
So let me go ahead, because it doesn't automate that. I'm going to go ahead and mark him as off guard really quick before you do the actual attack. So go ahead and do your attack.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Don't forget that you have your hero points.
I am gonna use a hero point.
Yeah, you guys just got one a few minutes ago.
It's a good idea. Guess I gotta reload.
You can right-click the text box where you roll the attack.
The 8. That's in chat.
8. Oh, reroll using a hero point.
Yep. See, there you go.
That was better.
Hell yeah.
Let me count. Nope. It didn't. Yeah, it did give you the off guard. So yeah, you just regularly hit it. I was just making sure you didn't crit.
Sneak attack.
I'd be shocked if this guy only had 16 AC natively.
He takes all the damage, all the piercing damage that you did at him.
Perfect. And that is my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to right-click on that to get rid of that. And that brings us up to here in, Korag. What can I do here? I've got one left. Korag looks really hurt. Crom looks kind of hurt.
Korag does look the most. Oh, sorry.
Crom looks. Korag, what were you going to say?
I was going to say Korag does, I think, probably look the most messed up. And also he is staring down the big boy.
I'm looking at colors of the bars. I'm not looking at numbers, so he does see Korag does appear to be the most hurt. So he is going to cast Soothe. Go ahead and take that healing, Korag. And while you're at it, you have guidance.
Guidance on a bard is so funny.
And that is Kieran's turn. And that brings us up to the bandit. Going to swish, swish, swish with its hatchet, trying to make 3 strikes at Korag. One misses. 2 misses, and 3 definitely misses. Even as our odds, Korag.
Evens.
So if I roll an even number on this D20, the hatchet slips out of his hand. I rolled an 11, so the hatchet, he maintained control of his hatchet. Brings us up to Tyra.
All right. It's time for sudden charge, everyone's favorite sweet treat. 1. Oh, actually, is there? Can I pass through here?
Yes. So if you do the control and drag and kind of, so go back to where you were. I'm gonna do the control. I'm gonna kind of show you a control drag thing with your character really quick. So I just dragged it to there. I'm gonna click on it. Then I'm going to go up to here and click on it, and I go there. And now if I were to hit the space bar, it would do that. If you do that control drag thing, it automatically takes into account any squares I've marked as rough terrain.
Okay, noted.
Yep. So you do your sudden charge. Go ahead and target and do your strike.
It's time. Yeah, it's time for greatsword. These are the things we like to see.
Yes, hit.
Yes, well, hopefully not kill.
Hopefully.
Oh, World War II, probably not.
If he dies to my second lowest damage roll, he really had it coming, you know?
Here's the problem, Korag can't do
He does
non-lethal
appear
damage.
hurt, but he's still standing upright. You can tell you hurt him, but he's still standing.
Tyra's going to try and use her momentum to kick him in the head.
Kick him in the head, okay?
Apologies, I'm receiving, I think, a text message or something. I'm going to use my other hero point.
Okay, go ahead. Do your hero point before I describe that. Much
Let's fucking go.
better. Go ahead and hit with your non-lethal. He's still standing.
All right.
Bringing us up to the visit. Seeing that she took out 2 of them and everybody's kind of running away except for Kieran, she is going to... to come and stand next to the fire with Usara and Krom. Just to get on that side of the trees. And that brings us up to Korag. You have guidance.
Korag is gonna like start to make a flame, grimace at the fact the party wants him alive, and try to punch him.
Okay.
I believe in you. I gave you off. I gave you flanking.
Oh,
This goes up to the non-lethal.
she did not sustain her cosmic glow because everybody was dead.
The corpses stop burning.
You hit him.
That is non-lethal.
Disregard the skull on him. He is just unconscious. With that punch, that you withdraw the flame from, so it doesn't get that elemental blast. The last bandit falls unconscious.
Oops, that's nothing to do.
That one is lucky. You wanted it alive.
Hussar's first thought is to well, he's gonna check if anybody has some rope on them, so I don't have to use my own. They do not, so
Tyra will pull out some rope.
yeah. I'm gonna try to tie this guy up, or I guess you can, because would this be survival or to see how well
it's
we
unconscious.
tie him up?
You can tie him up all day long.
All right,
Yeah, Tyra
he's
will
tied
just,
up.
Yeah. Tyra will just start dragging him over beside the fire. Not really sure where Husara wants to interrogate him.
Just a second here. I need to create something really quick.
While people are thinking about questioning the bandit, Korag is gonna go around and kind of wordlessly, and also kind of moping that he didn't get to. Actually, that bandit never hurt him. Oh,
Nope, missed 2 times. I think he hit you once.
No, he attacked me, but he missed. It's the other bandit that dealt all the damage.
And then you immolated him.
I mean, deserved it.
Let me get this guy here.
Crom.
Yes.
I just wanted to check. You're aware that you can recharge spell strike in combat, right? I just wanted to check.
Oh yes, I am. But I wanted it as a blast because it hits 2 people. I was hoping to kill one in front of me and we can live one. Yeah.
Okay, I get you. I just wanted to check.
No, I
Yeah.
can. I know. But when there's 2 bandits,
Alright.
it makes sense to try to hit both of them with 1 spell.
Sounds good. I think once Tyra has the bandit down over there, she's going to take his hatchet from him.
Yeah, disarm him good, yeah.
Grum, while they interrogate the bandit, would you like me to tend to your wounds?
I don't know how to open the bandage sheet.
The one that's unconscious.
Yeah.
I will tell you. Okay, so I will tell you what's on it. You can't open their sheet until they're dead, unfortunately. So that bandit that's unconscious has a hatchet, a sling, studded leather armor, a minor healing potion, 10 sling bullets, and a note.
She'll hold the note up for Husara because she knows he'd probably care about that kind of thing.
Okay.
Hey, Husara, this one had a note on him.
So I'm going to drag the note to Husara. Okay. What are you taking from it?
I'm going to take that hatchet. I'm going to take that hatchet, that sling, and the minor potion, and then I'm going to immediately drink the potion.
Okay, I'm taking the hatchet, the sling. I'm going to give you some bullets while you're at it. And I'm going to give you the healing potion, which you now have in your inventory to use.
Yep. She just sees it on his person and without even thinking, just pops the cork off and chugs it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I use my 2 healing fins up.
Oh, and also once I guess the final thing, she's gonna hold up the sling to see if anyone wants it. Nobody.
It's all
Actually,
yours.
Alani would take it.
All right, she'll hand it over to Alani.
Alani doesn't have a ranged weapon except for spells.
Korag will attempt to treat his own wounds during this time since no one asked for it.
Valid.
For 10 minutes.
What the hell is my
point,
YouTube playing right now?
point.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
Oh, right, because if you infiltrate wounds, you take damage, don't you? Yeah.
And now I have to. Oh, how does that work? Should I just roll 2d8 and heal myself because I rolled a 1 originally before the hero point? It rolled 1d8.
Yeah, just go ahead and target yourself and do like /R2d8 or do 2 of the d8s down in the bottom, and it will also give you the healing thing to put in there. And there you go. So every other bandit should be lootable.
He'll let Crom have that one since he beelined for it.
Okay, well, the only thing I want is the only thing there is what I'd like is the healing potion. Actually be good to have one, I guess.
How do you take items again?
You open up your inventory, just drag them onto your token.
I think Kusara is going to be drawn to this map. Oh, you took it. That's fine.
If Susara wants it, Korag will give it.
I have
Korag's
all
just
the other
kind of
papers.
gathering items for people to take.
So that map you found is a map of local trade routes.
It's on the floor by them.
Oh, okay.
Yep. You dropped it on the floor there. And I guess you guys got another note. That other note that was picked off says, the targets are valuable. See that they are unharmed. Lambaro is watching. The excavation cannot continue unchecked. Our allies will handle the rest.
Korag turns to Tyra, seeing she's drawing a bunch of health potions. Would you like me to treat your wounds?
Oh. I suppose if it won't be an issue. Is there any chance I could take back drinking that potion?
There was 2 potions. I probably would have said it after the first, which is actually the second.
Yes, go ahead.
Completely fine if not.
Yeah, go ahead and take it back. I'm going to delete those 3 that are in there, and I will give you a healing potion minor in your inventory.
All right, I'll just set my health back to 17.
Where's Tyra at? I can't find Tyra on the map. I'll just click.
Oh, I'm wedged between the tree and the wall.
It still says that you have immunity.
Oh, right, yeah, because I got healed. I mean, it's been an hour.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah. Oh, it just felt like it has because of
Oh, I thought it was 2. I thought it was 2 half-hour things. I guess it was only 1. My bad.
Yeah, it was 1 half-hour thing. Your treat wounds immunity is for another 29 minutes.
All right, in that case, I guess I will down that potion after all.
I guess.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Spend 10 minutes healing.
Compendium.
I can just set my health back to. I can just set my health back to what it was after I drank it. If you prefer.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, 1 off of max ain't bad.
Craig will instead.
Very,
Kieran, I believe. Yeah, Kieran. So Kieran can heal 13.
Kieran, go ahead and apply that. Oh, that's me. Go ahead and
Yeah.
apply the healing. Kieran is at full health. It looks like the party, except for Tyra, is like a little short. Party gets full health. Very good job on that wave after wave.
Mm.
You
Tyra
have
has
an
like a slight
unconscious
root.
bandit next to you. You have an unconscious dog out in the trees.
Oh, right, yeah, the dog.
Oh yeah, I guess Tyra will go. If Husara's got the dog, she'll leave it be. I think
I'll drag the
Husara
dog
should.
over.
Yeah, I think Tyra's probably just going to keep watch, keeping an eye out for more bandits. Or worse.
Okay.
Shall we wake
want-
this one and question him?
There's also this cave we could explore. There might be something in there.
So my question is, are you going to explore the cave before or after you talk to the bandit?
The bandit will likely know if there's traps in the cave at the very least, or if there
yes.
are others.
Yes, he might also lie about them, so but yes, better than not going in there with nothing.
In that case, Korag will kind of jostle the bandit awake, or I guess. How long do people stay unconscious in Pathfinder 2 with non-lethal?
I think it's generally an hour. I think it's the same
Yeah.
in both systems.
Generally an hour, but you can force them up. And with that, he gets, groggily up. As you look at him, as you're talking about, you notice there's a big, deep scar running from his cheek to his jaw on his face. He looks up at you and just laughs at you as you stand over him.
Korag will put his finger to the scar, kind of like putting a little bit of fire, nothing to like deal damage or attack, but just enough to like make it a little bit of heat uncomfortable. You're a confident one for one in your position.
Okay. What are you going to ask him?
Should we ask him about the Maw? About the plans he has here?
Yeah, I think that's the most pressing thing is that where they said they were taking our friends, the princess?
Can you get closer to your mic? I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I can't remember. I'm trying to read these papers I have, but where do we know where it said they were taking our friends, like the princess? Was that towards the mall?
No, that
Or do we not know?
you saw notes that said that they needed to kidnap 2 people. You saw other notes that said that referenced the Maw, which is
Okay.
a description of Orcus's level of the abyss. They are not necessarily the note relating to the Maw. Let me get back to my notes. Keep the crypt undisturbed until the others arrive. The Maw's awakening is not yet ready. Roll a history or arcana check for me, please.
You mean society?
Yeah, society or arcana, or society or religion. I'm sorry. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's going to make it easy.
Okay.
You believe with what you've seen with these notes, maybe an attack coming up on the excavation camp and such like that, that the crypt that they're talking about is something that the excavation camp is in the process of uncovering. That's the maw that they're referencing. So this location is two separate things. They were told to keep the crypt undisturbed because of the maw's awakening. That leads you to believe the excavation site, where two separate notes. They may be interrelated, but type of thing.
Yeah, do you guys want to ask about the mom more?
Well, does he know? Do we know what the crypt is?
No.
Do we know what?
What the crypt is?
I don't think we know anything.
Should probably ask what he means by the crypt is then.
I guess in this case, I'm just gonna tell him everything. Tell us everything you know about the Maw, about your plans, and I'll give you a chance to survive.
You talk about them idiots in the robes. They don't care about surface ruins. What they want's below. Something about the Maw's awakening, or some other mad rambling.
Oh, so you're just a hired hand then? No loyalty?
Let's see. Just hired hand?
Hired help, a mercenary.
Yeah, we're just doing business.
Then you understand it's in your best interest to work with me. Is there anything in that cave we should be worried about?
Me boss.
Well, if there's no traps, then I don't see a reason to care too much.
Yeah, when Visara hears that, he's going to start running over to the cave.
So what are you going to be doing with the guy on the ground?
Korag is going to make sure he has a little bit of hit points. He's actually going to feed him one of his Elixir of Life. Which one's better, Elixir of Life or Healing Potion?
Well, I think the healing potion would stay, but the elixir of life won't. I'm not sure.
The elixir of life the elixir of life heals 1d6, and also it ceases to work after 24 hours.
So yeah, Korag will give him an Elixir of Life. So just
Okay. Let me boom. I'm gonna go ahead and click the heal on there.
And I'll remove one, and then I will also. Do you mind if I spend 10 minutes healing his wounds?
Go ahead.
It is important.
And I'll advance the clock to 10 minutes for that as you're doing it.
I'm also asking the party specifically.
Oh, Tyra just gives you a look that's pretty easy to read as like, I don't care.
Sarah's gone. He's in the cave.
Too bad. And then Korag is going to drag the dude to the fire and throw him in the fire. If you survive, you can live. He's only at 2 hit points, so.
You're leaving him tied up, though?
Actually, I guess if the fire only rolls 1 damage, he can probably roll out of it. I'm gonna leave him tied up to the point where he can roll, but not easily move.
Okay. We'll put that there. And with that, I'm going to move your 2 other party members up closer to you guys. As you guys get closer to the cave mouth, the water starts to run a lot faster. And all you hear, Husara, as you poke your head underneath that Cave entrance is the loud thundering of water coming into the cave. It's loud. You hear from the north, you hear what sounds like a waterfall, and it's just echoing within the cave walls. From what you gather, it would probably take a lot of noise to overcome that water noise. That's why the shrill whistles were used instead of voices to summon the other guards.
Okay, so I'll tell everyone that I think as we continue through, we should have good cover. The rush of this water is so loud. We should be able to get close without being noticed, as long as they don't see us, of course. And
That's convenient.
with that confidence, he's gonna start running in.
I'll just start walking in behind.
Okay. As you go in, when you first enter, there looks like there's a little spot off to the right-hand side that piles of skeletal bones up in that platform area. Where you see a T. You're at a Y. You see a bridge, a wooden bridge crossing the river in front of you, and you see a pathway that leads up towards the left-hand side.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So skeletons a bridge first.
Try and do some sign language to indicate like it continues further around the bend. I don't know.
Can I roll? Can I roll like survival to see which path looks like it's been treaded more recently?
Sure.
Or would that be perception?
That would be an investigation or survival.
So that would be perception then?
Yeah, perception, yes. Perception. Seek.
Yep. Okay, seek. There it is. The actions tab on here is formatted weird, so it takes me a second to find things.
If you click the basic action macro, they're in alphabetical order.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was using the little hand symbol on the HUD.
Yeah, I use the basic action macro or have stuff on my action bar when I play. You do notice that to the left, the significant spray of water beyond what's coming naturally from the river, it looks like a lot of wet footprints went up to the left-hand side. You don't see any water along where Usara is continuing on around to the right.
Tyra will point down Tyra will point down the path where that splashing happened, and just like mime people like walking to indicate like people came from that way, and then she'll point to the other one, shake her head to be like people didn't come from that way, because I don't know if we can hear each other speak right now.
You can't.
Yep. So yeah, she's gonna point down. Yeah. So she'll do that then.
Usara just similarly tries to motion like these appear like they're going in similar directions.
That bridge you can't get to from where you're at. That bridge, if you were to walk to the right, you would walk underneath that bridge.
Yeah.
I think they're saying that the bridge goes towards that way up as well.
Yeah, so the upper bridge, yes, goes to, it looks like it's going in the same general direction. Like if I'll go ahead and use the draw tool. So this, I didn't show. If you were to walk on the bridge that way, or go this way, the bridge is about 12 feet above you, right where you're standing now, and the path on that lower path appears to start going uphill. So they may meet.
Yeah, I think that's what Husar's thinking. So I'm gonna try to sneak as I'm rounding these corners.
Okay, good to know.
He'll like give everyone a thumbs up, but and like motion that it's that he understands, or I assume I understand what Tyra was trying to say, but he's going to continue this way.
As you go that direction, just a second. As you go that direction, yeah, you can go ahead and go that way. You do pass underneath that bridge.
Okay.
You are able to continue that northwestish route without issue. As you round that corner, you start to see where water has been dammed off a little bit here. Right here, you see it looks like some man-made. It's got netting with some rocks behind it. It looks like they're trying to back up some of the flow, but you definitely hear a lot louder up there the raging water that is coming from that direction.
Out of curiosity, how high up is that bridge?
It's about 12 feet.
Does it look like does this like the cave wall leading up to it look like smooth, or does it look like it could be scaled?
It's slimy. It's got this whole cave is moisture filled.
Okay, makes sense.
Slimy, mossy. It would probably be difficult to scale up that way.
Okay.
You're free to try.
Honestly, my thought is,
I think even if you fail, no one's gonna know. Like they can't hear it, right?
I think what Tyra's going to do is realizing how high up it is, and realizing that most of us are presumably over 5 feet tall. She is going to gesture to the group and hold her hands out in front of her like boosty.
Let's see. I want to look at some.
Probably the best person to give someone else a boost.
I want to look at some strengths. That ain't going that way. Kieran kind of nods and wants to know. He like puts his hands out like in a little cup thing, like to lift you up, or points at you, or you want to lift him up.
She'll point to him, and she'll also hold out a rope and like mime tying a rope, pointing at the bridge up there. Basically, I will boost you up there, then you tie a rope and we can climb up.
So I would like you to let me target you. I'm gonna make this a normal. Boom. With go ahead and roll that check.
Oh. All right, Tyra has only failed every single athletics check she's rolled today. Let's see if that trend continues. No, the fuck it does not.
It did not. Yeah. With that, I'm going to. I'm moving Kieran to make it the easy way because I don't know. I forgot what altitude I actually made that bridge. I have some automatic elevation changes for the characters here, so.
Oh, fun.
So that he will. Nope, it didn't do it to him, so I'm going to do it the hard way. We're going to make him 20. Collides with one or more walls or ceilings. So, how did I do this? Go back to characters. Let's click on Kieran. Click on Kieran again. Well, I lost him. He is on the bridge, and it is tied off. Oh, there he goes. I'm going to make it Let's make it 12. Nope.
Yeah, and then Tyra will just climb up.
For some reason, it is not working. I gotta look at
Oh,
something
if the bridge... if I remember correctly, if the bridge is 12 feet up, then you should probably make Kieran like 13 or 14 feet up.
I'm trying to get the configure. Just have a background image. I made this like 3 weeks ago. I'm trying. I modified it 3 weeks ago. I'm trying to remember whether I did a foreground and a background image, or I did a roof tile. And if I did a roof tile, I should be able to select the tile, and I can't. We'll just say Kieran's on the bridge.
Sorry, it took a step up. And I can see there's some sleeping people over here.
Yes, you see some light emitting from the cave in that general direction.
I see like a camp set up for sure, a bunch of supplies. So now I'm gonna take the chance to rejoin my team. And if I'm standing like right next to,
if you're standing right next to them and you put your hands around your mouth next to their ear, they can hear you.
Yeah, I'll play some telephone, and I'm gonna tell Tyra, what's going on, and to tell the rest of them as well.
Okay, and because it's so loud, and you're gonna have to play telephone. What I'm going to want you to do is in the in-character chat in Discord between now and next week, pass your messages back and forth. And this is where we are going to begin the session next week.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
I don't want to get in the middle of a combat that I'm going to have to leave through right now.
I get you.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the stream, and we'll have a short discussion about this session, and we'll talk about next week's session. Okay?
All right.
Sounds pretty good.